Hi guys, so today I am doing a video on a review on this makeup brush set, and it is not the Spectrum makeup brush set, but I did a review on that, and these are all the brushes that I used to get this look. Please subscribe to my channel, and then click on the little bell so you are getting the notifications for my upcoming videos. And if you want to see how I got this look using mostly just these brushes, just keep watching. Bought these on Wish, and they're kind of like a knockoff of the Spectrum brushes. I really wanted them, but I was like, I have so many brushes, I didn't want to spend the money on the Spectrum brushes. So this is what I'm talking about. These are, it's in the little shell, and then there's a zipper, and then you undo them, and this is what they look like. So I'm actually going to be trying them. They smell, well, like brushes. They don't have a weird nasty smell like I've heard some brushes online have. And as you can see, they haven't been used. They're all in their packaging still, and pretty sure they have the full brushes set in here that you can use. So diving right into it, I'm going to be using my Maybelline Anti-Age Rewind Primer, and that's just going to go on my eyes first. I'm going to do my eye makeup first and then the rest of it. I'm just putting it on my eyes and down here. I'm going to be using my Too Faced The Power of Makeup NikkieTutorials collaboration for my face today. Just a small little angled brush, and it seems quite sturdy, so that's nice. And I'm going to go in with Ivy, I think it's called Ivy, yeah. And that's gonna go all over my eye. Alright, so this brush is pretty decent for an all-over kind of face color for your eyeshadow. I wouldn't use this one for blending, that's for sure. I don't feel like it's dense enough for blending. I'm going to use this one. It's a bit bigger than the last one. It's not on an angle, but this is kind of a bit bigger than a normal brush I would actually use. I'm going to go into, I think it's called Painkiller. That is going as my base for my crease. This one here, it's a little bit squared on top, which is a bit interesting. I don't normally use these brushes, but it came in the package, so I am going to try it. And I am going to use Irresistible, which is this one here. And I'm just dabbing my brush into it like this, because I just want it on the tip for this one. I don't know how dense this is going to be, so I'm going to kind of do only from like the outer corner to like the middle. So this brush isn't the best brush for blending, but it's okay. I don't know how many times I'm going to end up using this one. I'll probably end up using this one later on for an actual, just a crease color brush, like the first crease color brush to blend it all in, and or an all over lid color. I'm having a bit of a hard time kind of blending out with this one. So that's what it's looking like so far. The brush picked up a lot of color. It's kind of, you can see it's a little bit dirty, but it's not too bad. I just probably won't ever use it again for blending out my darker colors. So the next one I'm going to use is an actual blending brush, kind of dome brush. And I'm going to go in with this one here called Makeup and Chill. And so I'm just going to dab that on. I'm going to darken out the outer corner with this. Circular motions as well as back and forth windshield wipers. This one's, I was hoping this is going to be a little bit better than the last one. It's not that amazing. So that's what it's looking like so far. I don't have any more blender brushes, so I'm actually going to have my Morphe R40 step in, and I'm actually going to just darken it out a little bit more with Wanted, which is the black one here. And this is going to I'm just dabbing on a little bit of color and just darkening out that brown a teensy weensy little bit. I'm gonna go back in with the Makeup and Chill and just add that little bit more of the dark on top of that, of the dark brown, just so you can see the dark brown popping through a little bit more. I just wanted to deepen out that corner without it being too black. Okay, so since I don't have a little padded brush that I would normally put on the color in the center with, I'm going to be using the lip brush for that. We'll see how well that works. A little bit of my Hard Candy liquid liner in the Sparkles, and I'm just going to put a little bit on my finger and add it right here, just for an added kick. And then I'm going to use Sugar Coated, which is this pink sparkly color, and I'm going to just tap that on. And I'm going to, normally I would just tap on the color, but because this brush is so tiny, I'm just trying to get all of it covered with this tiny little one. Okay, well, this brush is something I would not use for this. Next, I'm going to actually do my face, and I do have my beauty blenders for that. And I am going to be using the City Proof 10-Hour Matte Foundation from NYC, so New York. I have it in sand. I am going to be using my Pure Beauty Blender sponge to blend all of this in. A Shape Tape from Tarte, and I use two different colors. So this one's in tan, so just add a little bit to the here, and then I also use light medium. This is literally just to hide my bags. And then I'm using an actual beauty blender in here. This is the Beauty Blender by, well, Beauty Blender. I use banana powder, but because I don't like the container that it is, and I put it in an old container of my my CoverGirl powder, so I'm just gonna go in and put some banana powder right in here. This is the Ben Nye banana powder, the loose banana powder from Ben Nye. I love the banana powder because it does help brighten and cover as well. Yes, I look really funny. Alright, so next up I am going to be using my CoverGirl loose powder, and it comes like this in a container, and the color I am in is in translucent medium. Yep, medium translucent. And I always use a powder puff to do this. I am going to use this brush here, which came in the kit, obviously, to get rid of any of this excess color right here. That works really good for that. That cleans it up really nicely. Next, I go in and I do my contouring, and I'm going to use Chocolate Soleil, which is this color here. Let's see how well this works. And I'm going to be using this angled brush here. This color is really nice. I really love this color for contouring and bronzing. And I am going to be using the most fluffy brush in my set for this, and I'm going to use Justify My Love, which is, again, this one right here. This one isn't too bad of a brush. Kinda don't mind it. I prefer a little bit fluffier of a brush to do my blush, but that's okay. With that done, I'm going to go back in and use a little bit more highlighter on here, just because sometimes when I put blush on, I get rid of some of that highlighter. I just want to make sure that glows really awesome. Like, I'm just gonna put a little bit down on the bridge, just on the tip of my nose. So that is it for my NikkieTutorials palette. So I have one more brush to use, and it is this teeny tiny little brush. So I am going to go in and add some liner to my face, and I am using, this is old. This is the Clinique True Black Brush On Cream Liner. I have had this for a long time. It is amazing, but they do not sell it anymore, so I'm sorry. So just dip it in, and I am going to try and see how well this brush works. I am not going to bet on this brush. I brought another one just in case, so let's try this. So first off, it's actually really not that bad of a brush. I would probably end up using my own eyeliner brush for this, only because that would take way too long to get ready. Next, it didn't come with a spoolie, so I'm gonna have my own spoolie. I'm just going to do my eyebrows. So I am going to use the Falsies Push-Up Drama by Maybelline. And that is how my mascara looks. Eyebrows. I'm going to be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills pomade in the Dip Brow Pomade, and this is in medium brown. And then I'm going to be using this is the brush that came in the kit, or my makeup brush. It's nice and dense and not really soft, so it might actually work really well. Sometimes I have a bit of an issue with brushes separating when I use this pomade, so I'm going to try this. So that is how that is looking. So that actually worked really good. It didn't separate. Now for some lipstick, I am using the ColourPop Lippie Stick in the, I think it's called Bossy, and it's a red lipstick. Alright, so in conclusion, I actually really enjoy these brushes. I love, love, love the case. It's super cute. I'm definitely going to be using it for something else. And so far, the only brushes I really don't particularly love is the itty bitty tiny one, which is supposed to be for lipstick, which I didn't use it for lipstick. I'm not super in love with the eyeliner brush, and the blush brush, although it is nice and big and round, I prefer my blush brushes to be a little bit bigger, but it's something that I can make do with. So the rest of them are pretty awesome. The only thing I would have to say is it's not enough brushes. Like, they don't have a spoolie, and there's a few other brushes that I could probably use a little bit more, like a few more blending brushes. But other than that, it worked out pretty good. So I would consider repurchasing this sort of brush set. I do feel like it does need a few extra brushes to make it a full set. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Have a great day. Bye!